Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do a get to know me tag, but with questions that nobody really asks. So if you guys would like to stay tuned and see what I answer, please keep on watching. Okay, so there's gonna be about 50 questions. If I could answer more, I will. Number 1, are you named after anyone? Okay, so my name Lillian, I was actually named after my great aunt, which is my dad's aunt. And he loved her so much, and she passed away when he was younger. They had gone into a car accident, and the only one who survived was another lady that was in the car and my dad. I guess favorite aunt, he was really close to her, basically like his second mom to what he describes. And they named me after her, Lillian. Number 2, when was the last time you cried? The last time I cried was, I wanna say, probably yesterday. I actually cry often. I actually don't cry in front of people or where people know, but I do cry actually quite often. It's just like when I'm praying or I'm feeling really emotional because of my prayers or thoughts and stuff, I just tend to tear up and cry, or just tear up in most cases. Question number 3, do you have kids? If no, how many do you want? Yes, I have kids. Of course, you guys know that, and I have 3 girls. Number 4, question 4, if you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? If I was another person, I would most definitely be I would friend myself, because I don't think I'm a crappy person. I know I'm not the greatest person, but I would like to have a friend whose personality is similar to mine. Like me, like I'm honest, I'm there, I'm loyal, and like I'm there when I can be the best way that I can be, you know? And I would have loved to have a friend that would always steer me to God instead of away from God. And I mean, I would friend myself. Question 5, do you use sarcasm a lot? I used to use sarcasm a lot. I don't think I use sarcasm a lot nowadays, like as of late, as a few years, you know? I do sometimes because my husband does, but I don't use it often anymore. Sometimes I do, because they kind of like come out as jokes, and me and my husband understand our jokes. So question 6, what's the first thing you notice about people? The first thing I notice about people are their teeth. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. It just like, that's mainly the first thing that makes me curious, are their teeth. Question number 7, what is your eye color? I have light brown eyes that sometimes turn into hazel. Sometimes they turn into really like golden brown. It all depends on what I wear. Lately I've been wearing dull colors, so it varies, but it all depends on what I wear, to be honest with you. Okay, so question number 8, scary movie or happy endings? Happy endings, of course. Question 9, favorite smells? Very unusual question. Favorite smell? I love the smell of like very refreshing and clean, like the smell of cucumbers. It's so good. Like, 'cause it's real like mild scent, you know, but it's real like refreshing. Question number 10, what's the furthest you've ever been home? What's the furthest you've ever been from home? What's the furthest I've ever been from home? As an adult, not that far. I think it's the farthest I've ever been was Austin. I live in the Valley of Texas, and the farthest I've ever been was Austin. Question 11, do you have any special talents? I don't know if you would call them special, but I do know how to dance. Not absolutely everything, but I know how to dance. I know how to, I guess, choreograph some dances. I know how to draw. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't think that I know how to draw, but I know how to draw. I also know how to write stories and, you know, stuff like that. Poems mainly. I'm really into poems. I also know how to flow a little bit. Not much anymore. I used to back in high school, but not much anymore. Yeah, I think that's it. Besides, I'm really into fixing like electronic stuff. Like I have this thing where like I can't stop until I fix it. Like I don't know if that's a talent, but yeah. Question 12, where were you born? I was born in McAllen, Texas, in McAllen Medical Center. Question 13, what's your zodiac sign? Do you believe in it? My zodiac sign, like my astrology sign, I'm a Libra. Do I believe in it? I'm not really someone who reads into stuff like that, but I do think I have similar traits. Like I do like to have a balance in life, and I do tend to want to have peace more than anything. But I feel that love kind of will exceed a lot, everything basically, and God will do that. Question 14, what are your hobbies? My hobbies, I film because I'm trying to make it into a career, but I just gotta figure out what it is that I'm doing wrong. But I film for YouTube. That's actually a hobby that I enjoy doing. It relaxes me a ton. And I like to write, believe it or not. Write. Question 15, do you have any pets? Yes, I have one pet, as you guys know as well. His name is Stitch. He is he's a Maltipoo and a pit bull mixed together. He's the cutest little thing ever. Question 16, do you have any siblings? I do. I have 2 sisters that are like, that, came out from my mom, but, that are blood related. I have 2 sisters. I have another sister that's not related at all, but she grew up with us. So I consider her my sister. And then I have 2 step brothers and a stepsister from my dad's side. So 6, I have 6 siblings. Question 17, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm already grown, so I don't think that question kind of concerns me. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend were these 2 girls, and I won't name their names, but it was when I was in, I want to say like elementary, like 4th, 5th grade to 6th grade, and then one of them kind of backstabbed me, and I just stopped being friends with them because I was like, I'm not gonna take this. I don't need this in my life. Ever since then, I never had a best friend. Question 19, how tall are you? I'm actually really, really tall. I don't look it, but I am. I'm 5'3". It's freaking tall. Question 20, what is the least favorite thing about yourself? The least favorite thing about myself. I guess I don't like that sometimes I overthink things too much. I overthink like the what ifs and what if not, and the possibility of this, and this more likely, there's a 90% chance it's gonna happen, stuff like that. I don't like that about myself, because then I put myself into a situation that, like, I don't know, makes me stress a lot. So that's one of the major things I don't like about myself, other than my weight, but sometimes I can't be controlled. So I am trying to control that. Question 21, funniest moment throughout high school. Funniest moment. I don't even know if I have a funniest moment. I have embarrassing moments. I guess you can consider those funny too. Funniest moment throughout high school. What's the funniest moment throughout high school that I had, baby? I don't know. I had a bunch of embarrassing moments. I don't remember any funny moments. Question 22, how many countries have you visited? How many countries have I visited? Other than Mexico, I've been in the US, but I visited Mexico, so 2. Question 23, what was your favorite or worst subject in high school? My favorite subject was, I had 2 favorite subjects. It was English and yearbook class. And my least favorite, because I completely suck at it, is math. I had pre-cal, not math, not all math, but pre-cal was my least favorite subject. It was hard. I'm happy I got exempt from that class, so it didn't count against me, but it was hard. Question 24, what is your favorite drink? Favorite animal, favorite perfume? Okay, that's a lot of different questions for one. My favorite drink is Dr. Pepper. My favorite animal are turtles and dolphins. Dolphins first, then turtles, and of course, puppies. And my favorite perfume, I don't have a favorite perfume, but the scent that I do like, it has to be very light and subtle, but makes a nice impression. Question 25, what would you or have you name your children? I have already named my children, and my oldest is Sayuli, my middle is Jubilee, and my youngest is Kalani. I know, very unique. Question number 26, what sports do you play, have you played? I've only played basketball, and I was in athletics, but I played basketball when I was in middle school. I enjoyed it a lot. It was fun. I've always liked basketball. To this day, I like basketball. Question 27, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Okay, the ones that come to mind right now, well, for a long time, have always been Whaley and Wall. They're vloggers. Kimi, she is a mukbanger. Sophia, she's also a vlogger. Crispy, but she hasn't really been posting much. That's makeup. Desi Perkins. I'm really also what's her name? Christy. Right now her journey through her pregnancy is just amazing. Question 28, how many boyfriends have you had? Boyfriends before my husband, I think like 4. I want to say he was my 5th and last one. Question 29, favorite memory from childhood. My favorite memory from childhood. A lot of it has to do with my sisters. My sisters are involved in that a lot. And it mainly had to do when we would play basketball there at my house. Those were my favorite memories. I do have a distinctive memory when I flew off my dad's car, but that was not a happy moment. That was just very distinctive. And I was also with my sisters and my dad. But my favorite memories were when me and my sisters were together, acknowledging each other finally, not being afraid to be near each other. You know, kids tend to be like that when they're getting older, but we're already like we're basically like teenage years, you know, 17, 18. My older sister was like 20 something. So I don't know. I like those times. Oh, question 30, I'm sorry. How would you describe your fashion sense? I lean towards a lot of things. Like I like a lot of different fashion types, and I feel like I can fit different type of fashion. My most comfortable is like a very it's like a mix between like boho and a little bit of like rocker in there. I don't know. It's like a mix. It's just a mix in there, and I like it because I like to be like relaxed but look very like rocker at the same time. I don't know. I like stuff like that. So I can tend to have a very relaxed look to everything I look. Like everything I own is very relaxed, but then I have like pieces where it kind of just puts like the edge, you know, like the edge on it. So I don't know. And that goes for any type of era of clothing. So yeah. Question 31, what phone do you have? I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, 512 gigs. Question 32, tell us one of your bad habits. One of my bad habits. I procrastinate a lot. Question 33, 3 things that upset you. Negativity, when I'm lied to. Huh? Oh, when I'm being disrespected. Oof, that's a big one. That's the first one. When I'm being disrespected. Man. Question 34, 3 things that make you happy. That's easy. God, my husband, my kids. Question 35, how is your relationship with your parents? Good. Not the greatest thing in the world, but good for what it is, for what it's been. It's good. 2 different people, they're not together, they haven't been together. So I have one with my mom, one with my dad. My mom is not what I would want it to be, and I know it never will be. No matter how hard I've tried in the past, it just never will be like that. But I love her, and she's my mom, and it is what it is. I am closer to my dad though, so we do have a relationship there that's still building. Actually, it gets stronger little by little, in my opinion. So yeah, that's good. Question 36, what's on your mind? The pain I have on my neck right now freaking hurts. Question 37, what's your talent? I thought we discussed this already. We already discussed this. My husband's saying that I talk a lot. That could be one. I could actually talk pretty fast too, according to what everybody says. I think it's slowed down over the years though, but I don't know. Question 38, one word that describes you. Loud, maybe? Talkative, probably. Question 39, what's your favorite quotes? It's a piece of scripture, but always have hope, faith, and love, and the greatest among these is love. Are you an extrovert or introvert? I have no idea what the heck that is. What is that? I guess according to my daughter, I'm an extrovert. I like to talk a lot and I'm not shy. Are you left or right-handed? Right-handed, of course. Or do you consider yourself a good cook? Yes, I do actually. I consider myself a good cook. Although I do have a lot of complaints. But only because they don't like to eat food. They're into junk. Does your name have a special meaning? I think it does. I think it's just a flower though, to be honest with you. If money were no object, what would you get for your next birthday? A house. If money was no object, I would literally get myself a house. The one I want, and get myself a SUV, and I'll get my husband, actually no, we're just counting me, right? Yeah, that's basically it. Have it all paid off and everything. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Ooh, that one's a toughie. I would like to go visit Alaska to see how it is. I find it intriguing. Like everything over there, like it's cold most of the time and the light is always on. I don't know, I just find it intriguing. I would like to go visit New York as well because I like busyness. I don't know, and everything's like, a lot of things are old there, like it's great sceneries all the time, but so is Alaska. But I would also like to visit Australia. So I don't know. What's your favorite thing to have for breakfast? You really want to know? Potatoes with sunny side eggs on top and vinegar jalapenos. So good. And tortillas. And what's your favorite gadget? My favorite gadget would have to be my pop sockets. I need them. What's your longest relationship so far? The longest relationship I have is the one I have with God. I've been in a relationship with him since when I first knew about him. I was about 7 years old. So that's most of my life. Yep. Next question, where did you grow up? I grew up in Elsa. Well, I lived in Elsa, Texas. Yeah, Elsa, Texas for a bit. And then I finished growing up in Edinburgh. Are you and have you gone to college? I did go to college for a little bit, but then I had no more transportation, so I had to stop going. Tea or coffee? Coffee, of course. What are your life goals? I want to have my own business, a small business. Well, it doesn't matter. I would like to have a small business, like at home, like an at-home business or an online business, either or, and to continue saving money for our kids. Basically it. Next question, have any books you read changed your life? The Bible has changed my life a lot. There's a lot, it's everything in there that, like, sometimes I feel like it's reading out my life for me, basically. It's interesting. What is your favorite movie? The Lion King. Favorite movie, always will be my favorite movie. Do you speak any languages and how well? I only speak English fluently, Spanish. I used to speak it fluently and I don't anymore. I don't speak Spanish that much anymore. I do speak Spanish, just I sound ridiculous sometimes. I speak just a few of German and a few words of Chinese, basically it. Are you single or taken? I'm married. You should put that option there, I'm married. What is my go-to hairstyle? Bun. Lately, it's because of my bun. My hair's getting real long. I'm debating whether I should chop it off or not, so I don't know yet. What is your go-to fast food order? That one's easy. Whataburger, number 11, dry toasted bun, extra patty, and extra tomatoes, extra pickles, sometimes water size, not all the time, play Dr. Pepper, easy ice. Do you have a PC or a Mac? I have a Mac. I used to have a PC though, but I have a Mac now. Your most memorable vacation memory? I guess the one I remember lately is the one when we went to Splash Town last year with my children, and it was pretty fun. We went with my in-laws and it was pretty fun. What are your morning, evening routines? My morning routine, I get up, take forever to get out of bed. I pray while I'm in bed still. I go to the bathroom, do my business, brush my teeth, wash my face, look at myself for a little bit, and then I brush my hair out. Sometimes, not all the time, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Put it in a bun, get out of my room, sit with my kids for a little bit here in the living room. If I have to bicker with them, I do. Play with Stitch for a little bit, for a long time actually, until he gets tired, which is pretty quick. And sometimes my husband beats me to the punch and he's already here for lunch. So I feed him. Sometimes he doesn't come, so I feed the girls and myself, and that's basically it. I'm just staying down the whole day. That's my morning routine. The eating routine is to wind down. We usually just watch TV with my husband, and just when it's time for him to go to bed, he goes to bed, everybody leaves. I tell the girls to go to sleep. They don't. And I go I wash off my face again, because I feel like my oils are constantly coming out, and use like the little bit of skincare that I like to use at night, which is not much because I have sensitive skin. And sometimes I write, sometimes I go into my planners, and that's basically it. Sometimes I edit and upload, but that's basically it. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. I don't think there's not much that we wouldn't know about me. Huh? Everybody knows that.
They don't.
One thing that you guys don't know, you guys wouldn't know. I don't know what that is. I feel like I'm a pretty much, not a really, really widespread open book, but you know, an open book at least. If there's anything else you guys like want to know, let me know. What is your favorite Netflix show? The Big Bang Theory is one of them. Friends is another. Friends is actually like the first one. Then is Big Bang Theory. And what theme parks have you been to? I think I've been to Super Splash when it was here in the Valley, and I've been to Splash Town, and what's it called? Six Flags several times, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. What is your favorite genre of film and why? My favorite genre of film, I like suspense movies and drama movies. What is your coffee order? At Starbucks is the mocha frap. It's a cookie crumble mocha frap from Starbucks. And at home, it's just a whipped coffee on ice. So it's a whipped ice cold coffee. That's basically what it is. Have you moved from home? Where to, and how was the experience for my mom's house, you mean? Yes, it's been a long time. I moved a long time ago, 2008. And yeah, haven't moved back since. I just moved here to town because my mom lives out, like in the outward areas of town, and I moved into town near my job, and it was actually pretty easy for me. It's not hard for me to save money, so it was pretty easy for me. I actually didn't have a car though, so my boyfriend helped me out during that time, my now husband. So I mean, it was pretty easy. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? Have I ever failed at anything, and what did I learn? Have I ever failed at anything? Have I ever failed at anything? Oh, crap, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever failed. I'm pretty sure I failed. I did. I don't know, actually. What are your pet peeves? Talking over me, being disrespected, being poked at, and that's how everything gets started with those three. The nagging, I don't like it. What do you do in your free time? Film? Or I literally just sit there? Like I sit there just like looking at everybody. Like I look at my kids or I look at my husband. Literally just look at them. Do you have any weird quirks? I don't think I would know if I have any weird quirks. What kind of question is that? That's true. I can admit that. My husband does say that I get confused quickly. What is my favorite color? Blue. All kinds of blues. Doesn't matter what blue. I really like the blue color. Do you know your personality type? What is it? My personality type, I would say I'm mellow and talkative. So I'm mellow and talkative. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Which were the most memorable? Yes, I have been to 3 concerts, right, baby?
Yeah.
I've been to 3 concerts, and 2 of them were for King and Country, and one of them was for King and Country and Skillet. The other one was just for King and Country, and the third one was for Jeremy Camp and Matthew West. Yeah, all awesome concerts. What are your favorite values in friends? Oh, and one time I went to a Bobby Pulido concert too at Super Splash. I guess that counts as 4. But yeah, I was with my mom and my sisters, so I couldn't really like jam out to it. Oh, and I wasn't really that into that music back then. What are your favorite values in friends? Loyalty, honesty, respectful. What is the one thing you wish people knew about you? That I too freaking hurt, you know? I might have seemed like what people would call me as cold, but I was actually I've always been a sensitive person. I just never liked to show that part of myself. I've never liked it. For the longest time, I've always known how to like block that emotion from people and just have it just with myself, even with my family. So that's the one thing I wish people that knew about me. What social media are you addicted to? I'm not really addicted to social media, but I do like to watch YouTube and I like to be on Instagram. But I'm not really addicted. I mean, it's not like, oh, I have to get on it all the time, because I'm not. How do you get along with your family? I'm okay with them. I'm okay. What is the biggest struggle you overcame? Oh, my biggest struggle that I overcame was, man, I don't really want to talk about it. It's not really like good stuff. I mean, I overcame it, but it just, I guess, I mean, it's part of my life. So like my husband and I went through this whole thing. We're separated and everything, and it took a lot out of me. It hurt. It put me in a place that was not great. And I mean, I was sad for a very long time. And with God helping me every step of the way, he really like got me out of such a very dark hole. That hole was so deep, I'm telling you. My mind went through a lot of things and it wasn't great. And that was one of the biggest things that I ever overcame. I went through a lot of stuff. I thought about a lot of stuff, tried to do a lot of stuff, and I was not in a good place. I was very sad and depressed, and yeah. But I'm happy that, you know, I overcame that, obviously. Who is your role model? God, of course. Jesus Christ is my role model. You are going out with friends. Describe your night. I don't really go out with friends, but if I was, it would probably be like, you know, like a petty. Go have like, get my toenails done, you know, stuff like that. What are you happiest with in your life? What are my happiest with in my life? Honestly, it's very basic. I like to have my kids and my husband with me, like in the same room. Like us being around each other. That's what I like. That makes me very content and happy. Okay, so those are the questions. I hope you guys really enjoyed all the answers that I gave you guys. I hope that, you know, put a little perspective of who I am or got you to a place to know me a little bit more. If you guys have any more questions, comment me in the comments below, and maybe I'll make another like video about this in the future. I actually like doing like little videos like this. It's interesting to me. So God bless you guys, and please stay safe. Bye.